Welcome to Circuits, Cooking, and Cats. Today starts with a walk to the store, because I called him and checked, and the store would not walk to me. Welcome back to Circuits, Cooking, and Cats. Today starts with a lovely little rain. And I just got back from the store. Good timing. Welcome back again to Circuits, Cooking, and Cats. There's my cat right now. His name is Jazz. Hello, Mr. Jazz. Yes, you are. You want to go outside, don't you? Yeah, poor kitty. And it's Mr. Jake. Mr. Jake. Mr. Jake. Mr. Jake. He's a sweetie. Yes, you are. Alright, first for the circuits. This is my oscillator. A particular oscillator is a Colpitts oscillator. That's the schematic diagram. And here is what it does. Shit. I need my glasses. Okay, there's the circuit built on my breadboard. And I'm going to put the oscilloscope probe right here. And that's how it looks on the oscilloscope. It's just an oscillator. I don't know if you can see, it is oscillating at 245.1 kilohertz. And that's the output of the circuit. It's just to oscillate, produces a nice little sine wave. It's just a little bit cool, I think. I'm proud of myself. It's my first oscillator. I've never built an oscillator before. Now, I just need to modulate it. Oh, a cat. And for the cooking... Oh, the pasta's upside down. Barilla, farfalle. You know the commercial for Barilla says, cooks perfectly al dente every time. Well, as long as you cook it perfectly al dente every time, it cooks perfectly al dente every time. And have a porterhouse steak there, and porterhouse, and mushrooms. And there's some frozen cooked shrimp that were in the freezer that look kind of good. They're not going to be quite as tasty as the the frozen uncooked that you need to peel and cook, fry up, saute. But I'll just toss them in the pasta at the end. It'll be quite tasty, and some Parmesan cheese and garlic. FM radio that I'm building for my analog communications class. I'm just working on the audio amplifier portion of it, but there's the FM where it gets amplified, mixed, amplified, the audio portion gets amplified. And there is the AM portion where it gets amplified, mixed to create an intermediate frequency, stable bandwidth, and then that gets audio amplified. So I'm going to work on that tonight. Very cool. And what are you doing, Jess? What are you doing? See, this is going to be what it's going to look like when it's done. But now it's got lots and lots of pieces and lots of pieces to put together to solder. Okay. Jazz, that's a wire. I don't think you should be playing with that. All right. Okay, when the receiver receives an FM signal, the signal is first amplified and then it's mixed. And when the mixing happens, it creates an intermediate frequency, because, like, say you're getting tuning into 105.9 megahertz, the rock and roll station here in Miami. Now what happens in the FM mixer is that an intermediate frequency is created by mixing a local oscillator frequency. See, that's the FM oscillator there, and that gets mixed with the 1059 megahertz to create usually a 10.7 megahertz signal that's being frequency modulated here, and then that's your second amplifier there. It's an IF amplifier. That's a little, it's not very clear on my screen, but let's see if I can, there. Okay, and then the FM detector, so the intelligence or the music is demodulated. So that's where the music is taken off the 10.7 megahertz signal that's being frequency modulated, and you see that's the FM detector. The FM detector in this case is called a ratio detector. That's not susceptible to amplitude spikes that you might see noise in the line. And then there it's amplified and you hear the music. It's, oh no, they're playing the Beatles again. Ah! Now an AM radio is, oh, and I should mention there's an AFC here that keeps that FM oscillator stable. It's called automatic frequency controls, because that oscillator needs to be very tightly controlled to when it's mixed. Otherwise you'll get distortion in your music. And now with the AM signal, that is also mixed with an oscillator. It's not amplified before it's mixed, and then it goes into the intermediate frequency amplifier, and then it goes to the AM detector. AM detector, because AM stands for amplitude modulation, and that you see the AGC there, that's automatic gain control. So when you're very far away, because the amplitude of the signal for amplitude modulation obviously matters, so you need something that is going to boost your gain when you're further away from the signal. Okay, and then they both get amplified by the same circuit. So that's what this is here. As you can see, and that's what I'm building. So, wish me luck. Right when I had to start working? Really? Come on. Well, I got a little bit more done tonight. Got the battery cage put in, the power. And I got the earphone jack and the speaker. The earphone jack is right here. And the speaker. So, I got a little bit more done. A little bit more soldering done tonight. But still a long way to go. Well, hello. This is Jake and Jazz. Alright, first step is so, those are big-ass mushrooms. Medium-ass mushrooms. You know, when Emeril Lagasse said BAM, that was actually an abbreviation for big-ass mushrooms. So I'm going to chop those, but I'm going to take a bold move and leave those whole. They're going to be whole, and I'm going to saute them whole with some garlic. Whole mushrooms, sliced mushrooms, garlic. Let's see a show of hands of those people that think there should be just a little bit more garlic in there. Okay, the hands have it. From Saturday, September 7th through Sunday, September 8th, 2013, in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, there is the 28th Annual Mushroom Festival. You can meet Fun Gus, the Mushroom Festival's new mascot. And if you want to know where Kennett Square, Pennsylvania is, there it is. There's Philadelphia. No, we don't want Philadelphia. They're evil. Here's Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, and that's where the Mushroom Festival is being held. There's all sorts of cool stuff going on. There's an old-fashioned carnival. I wonder how old-fashioned. Are the rides gonna break? People will die. Flames will ensue. Children's entertainment. There are going to be pedophiles there, too, as well. Let's see. Mushroom judging. Okay, that's funny. Alright, anyway. More garlic. Pasta for Fale. Pasta water. Salt the pasta water. Oh, and I forgot to mention I had mushrooms on. I got mushrooms on the brain. I had shrimp out there earlier, and I forgot. I was gonna make this. There was one more frozen lobster tail in there, and I thought, man, I'm not. I'll have to save those shrimp for another day. And let's see. In this water, I'm gonna boil the lobster tail in, and guess what? That's getting a salted too. Stay tuned for more. That's where the steak is going to get cooked, and that's where the mushrooms are going to get cooked. And let's see. There is the water pitcher. All right, just a test. I mean, does the refrigerator light ever really go off? Pan with melting butter. Garlic chopped. Don't kill him with kindness, kill him with garlic. Well, yes, stir in the garlic. Just saute that garlic a little bit. Oh, too bad you can't smell this beautiful garlic aroma coming out of the pan. I mean, it's really tasty. It really smells good, I mean. Alright. Chopped mushrooms. Empty plate. My plate is empty, man. Alright, over here, hiding. Full of mushrooms. The garbage is getting full. I have to admit that. Alright, stir. Okay, and this will be cooking for a while, so, this is not the most exciting portion of the meal, or the preparation of the meal, but it's getting more excited as we go along, I promise.